Jenny scrolled through endless photos. Perfect smiles, perfect lives, perfect vacations. Her own smile felt fake. Her life felt dull. She only had a few thousand followers. A nobody in the digital world. One influencer stood out, Serafina. Millions of followers, luxury brands. Serafina had everything. Jenny felt a pang of jealousy. It twisted in her stomach, turning into a burning desire. She wanted that life. She deserved that life. One day, a strange message appeared in Jenny's inbox. An anonymous account. It promised a way to achieve her dreams, a way to steal the spotlight. All it required was a simple ritual and a sacrifice. Curiosity warred with caution, but envy was a powerful drug. Jenny clicked on the link. The forum spoke of an ancient deity, a being who thrived on envy and adoration. It granted fame and fortune, but at a terrible price. The ritual involved a cursed object, a mirror crafted from obsidian. The mirror reflected the deepest desires of the user. It could be used to curse another, stealing their fame and transferring it to the curse caster. But the stolen fame came with a price. The victim would suffer a fate far worse than obscurity. Fear pricked at Jenny. Was this real? Or some sick joke? But the whispers in the forum felt urgent, insistent. The ritual had to be performed on the night of the full moon, which was tonight. Jenny glanced at a photo of Serafina, her perfect teeth bared in a dazzling smile. The burning envy returned, smothering her fear. Tonight, everything would change. The air crackled with nervous energy as Jenny performed the ritual. The obsidian mirror felt cold against her skin. She chanted the words, her voice trembling. A wave of nausea swept over her as she finished the incantation. The mirror grew warm, then hot. She gasped and dropped it. The mirror landed on a photo of Serafina. The photo shriveled and turned to ash. Jenny stared, her heart pounding. Had it worked? She rushed to her computer. Her follower count was steadily climbing. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. Panic clawed at the edges of her elation. What had she done? She tried to ignore the forum, the frantic messages, the warnings. But it was too late. The curse had a life of its own, and it was hungry. Serafina felt a chill run down her spine. Her phone, once buzzing with notifications, was silent. Her followers were vanishing, disappearing into thin air. Her perfectly curated life was crumbling around her. Desperation morphed into terror as a strange sickness took hold. Her reflection in the mirror no longer looked like her. Her skin grew pale and papery. Her eyes became hollow pits, a gruesome parody of her former beauty. The once envious whispers turned to screams. Her fans, horrified, abandoned her. She was a digital pariah, a cautionary tale. The curse was claiming its due, twisting her inside out. Section 5. The Pact. Jenny wasn't the only one the forum had tempted. Across the globe, influencers were disappearing, their fame devoured by envious rivals. Social media, once a platform for connection, had become a battleground, a desperate fight for survival. A small group of influencers learned the truth. They had stumbled upon the dark web forum, uncovering the curse and its devastating effects. They knew they had to stop it. But how could they fight a force fueled by envy and desperation? They formed a pact, a promise to use their platforms for good, to expose the curse and its consequences. They knew it wouldn't be easy. They would be risking their own fame, their own lives. But they had to try, for themselves, and for all the others who had been consumed by the darkness. Section 6. United We Stand. The group, united in their purpose, reached out to their followers. They shared their stories, the dangers of the curse, the importance of genuine connection. Their message resonated. Millions of people listened, shared their message, joined the fight. The dark web forum buzzed with anger. The anonymous users, shrouded in darkness, threatened the group, but the influencers refused to be silenced. They had found strength in numbers, in their shared purpose. They uncovered the identity of the person who had started the forum, the one who had unleashed the curse upon the world. It was time to end this, once and for all. Section 7. The Ritual. The good influencers discovered the antidote to the curse, a counter-ritual. It was dangerous, more complex. It required harnessing the positive energy of genuine human connection, something the curse-obsessed users had forgotten. They chose to perform the ritual at a global influencer convention, a place where the curse had thrived. It was a risk, but also a powerful symbol. They would fight darkness with light, envy with unity. On the night of the full moon, as the convention buzzed with anticipation, the group gathered in a secluded room. The air thrummed with energy. Fear and hope mingled in equal measure. They were ready. Section 8. The Final Confrontation. As the influencers began the counter-ritual, the room temperature plummeted. Shadows danced in the corners. The cursed influencers, their faces twisted with rage and desperation, stormed the room. They were led by Jenny. Her beauty, now grotesque and exaggerated, hid a soul consumed by envy. The air crackled with power. The counter-ritual battled the curse in a blinding flash of light and darkness. A deafening roar shook the room. The influencers held their ground, their voices uniting in a powerful chant. Their combined positive energy, amplified by millions online, began to push back the darkness. Jenny, her eyes blazing with unholy light, lunged for the obsidian mirror at the heart of the counter-ritual. If she could break it, she could unleash the full power of the curse. But before she could reach it, a figure stepped forward. Section 9. A New Dawn. Seraphina, her beauty restored but her eyes filled with sorrow and understanding, stood between Jenny and the mirror. She spoke of the emptiness of stolen fame, the pain it caused, the true meaning of connection. Her words, filled with empathy and compassion, resonated with Jenny. The rage in Jenny's eyes flickered. The counter-ritual reached its crescendo, the room flooded with blinding light. The cursed influencers cried out, their forms shifting, their stolen beauty fading. They were returned to their true selves, weaker, drained, but human. Jenny collapsed, her energy spent, her face reflecting the horror of her actions. As the light faded, a sense of peace settled over the room. The curse was broken. The influencers, both the victims and the perpetrators, were left to reckon with their choices. The world watched, holding its breath. And then, a collective cheer erupted across social media, a celebration of authenticity, of connection, of a new dawn. Please like and subscribe.